Like many across the country, my holiday travel last year was impacted by some of the widespread flight delays and cancellations that we saw. And while our country's skies are absolutely the safest in the world, due to the hard work of our pilots and air traffic controllers, flight attendants, ground crews, and more, we have seen a troubling uptick in the near collisions at airports in our country. And these kinds of disruptions have become far too frequent, costing travelers both time and money. And this year, House Republicans and Democrats came together without theatrics to pass a bipartisan piece of legislation to reauthorize the FAA. The bill contains provisions that are going to have a huge impact on our flying experience as well as the economy, not just in my district, but across the country. And as a member of this committee, I've been working hard to ensure that the voices of the constituents in my district in Kansas are heard during this process. And while I was glad that the measures to protect Kansans' financial security and safety and to boost domestic manufacturers made it into the final bill, the reauthorization that we passed here hasn't been taken up by the Senate, which we've heard from multiple of my colleagues. The reauthorization we passed included consumer protections that require airlines to reimburse passengers for unexpected meal and hotel costs and to establish policies allowing passengers to sit next to their young children. It also contains improved safety standards for air travel to help decrease airport near collisions, to review airplane emergency medical kits, evacuation procedures, and improve cabin air quality. And also, we saw the reauthorization in a bipartisan way uplift our local aviation workforce, boost domestic manufacturing, which is especially important in my state of Kansas, where we have a really strong legacy of aviation. And finally, this bill is going to improve and promote hiring of more air traffic controllers, strengthen the talent pipeline for pilots, maintenance technicians, and aviation manufacturing workers. And all of this is good stuff. There are, of course, pieces of the legislation that I disagree with. I'm sure there are pieces of the legislation that my colleagues disagree with, but the nature of coming together in a bipartisan way requires that we figure out how to get that done. And we all understand the benefits of a strong system to ensure that our economy continues to move forward. Passage of the FAA bill is exactly how our federal government should be operating. We saw that here in this committee, people from both parties coming together to find solutions to some of the most pressing issues that we're facing as a country. Pragmatism, compromise, these are things that make this work possible, and we have gotten to see that here. I really hope that the Senate will consider the version of the FAA reauthorization that we have put forward, and I will look forward to working on a final compromise with what they do end up getting done.